So this demonstration is for the alphabets experiments. In this case, we'll be looking at the Latin script, specifically standard English cursive writing. So starting on the experiment screen, scroll down if necessary, and find alphabets, Latin, English cursive. So for this experiment, we're using the Latin alphabet written in the standard English cursive handwriting, but you might have arrived at this video through a different experiment. It's totally fine. The workflow will be exactly identical. For this, you don't need to know the script to participate, and you don't even really need to know English. All you're doing is writing shapes. So before you start, take a minute to read the instructions. They'll make a lot more sense once you've actually seen things in action. But I already know what they say because I wrote them, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the way this works is you can write anywhere in the drawing area. I normally write down in the lower left corner of the drawing area, and that's just because I hold my pencil in my right hand and I hover my left hand over the two buttons at the lower left. While you're working through the experiment, those are the only two buttons you'll need, clear and next. You'll see a shape on the screen down there on the lower left, just above the buttons. And your job is to write the shape that you see as naturally as you can, and then when you're done, tap next, and you'll get another shape. So you just write one shape at a time, and just use your best guess as to how it should be written. Normally, looking at the shape, you can kind of tell the standard way to write it, but if you can't tell for sure, take your best shot at it. That's totally fine. If a shape is unfamiliar to you, that's also fine. You're welcome to practice it a few times in the drawing area until it starts to feel comfortable and natural, but just make sure you press clear after you do that. We really don't want submissions with a whole bunch of shapes. You should write just one shape at a time. You can also use clear for other reasons. If you accidentally drop your pencil and make some stray marks, or if you happen to get distracted and write the wrong shape, clear those. But you really don't want to use clear just for ugly shapes. So as you'll see here, my handwriting is not particularly calligraphic, but that's not the point of the experiment. We want real natural handwriting, just as you would normally write it. And you can see me doing it here. It's pretty fast. And yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. We really want to get the natural variations that occur in real handwriting. So you can see over on the lower left where the shapes panel is, there's some words above it, shape 10 of 136 in this case. So we ask you to complete some minimum number of shapes, and there's good mathematical reasons for that. Those are calculated to make sure that you see shapes at random, but also to ensure that the likelihood of never seeing any given letter in an alphabet or in a set is negligible. Of course, the experiment is completely voluntary. You can quit at any time. The only consequence of stopping the experiment early is that we may not be able to include your data in our final analysis. So that minimum shape number is one of the thresholds we use for filtering bad data from good for the sake of our experiments. But in either case, we're very grateful for your participation, and you're welcome to do just as much as you like. So when you're done, you don't even have to tap next on the last shape. You can just tap end session. Go ahead and confirm that. Give it a second to upload. Depending on how many shapes you drew, this could take a few seconds or even up to a minute. Just wait for that to finish. It will return you to the experiments panel, and that's all there is to it. So thank you and good luck.